First soccer game of the season is just 2 days away, so what better time to catch up with first-year head coach Angela Kelly and freshman goalkeeper Abby Smith. First off, thanks for taking some time to hang out with us. I know this is a busy time for you both. Let's start, Coach, with the new flock of freshmen. You've got 9 girls out there. How difficult is it in training camp to get everybody up to speed?
They've been responding extremely well, you know, and myself and our staff, we've been assuming and treating it like we have 23 new players. And under that auspices, they've been doing fantastic. They've been working really hard. 19 of the young ladies passed the initial set of fitness tests, which shows their preparation. It's one of the most fit and prepared teams that I've had the ability to coach, and we're just really excited about what the future holds.
So when it comes to conditioning, I know obviously conditioning is a huge part of soccer. Are you doing more now than you're used to, or is it pretty much the same?
It's pretty much the same for me, but the standards
that's good. You were
really
well
high.
prepared then. Sheesh.
Yeah.
We've been seeing some of the highlights from what you've been doing at practice, and just watching it exhausts me. So I have a lot of respect for what you're doing. We'll get back to what you're doing in the next couple weeks in a second. But, Coach, this team, so many expectations because, like you said, so much talent. What do you do to try and bring a group like this together when you've got a group that was with a different coach for a while, have seen a different style of play, and then a whole new young crop of players trying to bring those two groups together?
Just be really clear about our vision, about our philosophy. Each training session, they need to be relaxed. They need to look to get better. Our coaching staff has been really descriptive and pretty precise about what each training session, what we need to get out of it. We've been having classroom sessions prior just to get the proper terminology, and when we get out in the field, we're very efficient. We need them to trust us. We're not going to train for more than 90 minutes ever. We may train shorter, and they're starting to see that, and they're starting to gain our trust, and we don't want them to just survive a training session. We want them to thrive, especially in these two-a-days, and we're starting to see that each and every session, and that's ultimately what's going to bring their success day in and day out.
Abby, Coach mentioned trust, and I'm sure that's one of those things that you're trying to gain with a new group, especially at the goalkeeper position. I heard you say earlier in an interview that it was important for you to assert yourself and play that leadership role early. How hard is it to do that, though, when you know you're one of the new ones?
It's pretty hard coming in, but it's also easy because the girls are great. It's easy to get along with everybody, and it's really easy to trust them because they're making an effort to get to know you, and then as well as we're getting to know them, so it helps a lot.
I know the football team does a lot of camaraderie activities, trying to get the guys together. I'm sure every team does this. What have you guys been doing off the field or when you first showed up on campus to try and just get to know the other girls and develop some trust and friendship?
We've been eating all our meals together. We're spending a lot of time in the dorm. We come in before training early, and we talk in the locker room, and we just get to know each other throughout. Like, whatever we do, we're never by ourselves.
We have the 11 incoming new players. We have them living in the dorms already paired up, and we have brought, for the first time in my coaching career, every player during training camp into the dorms. So the rising seniors, juniors, they're occupying that space as a unit and a team for the entire 2 weeks. And as Abby's mentioning, I think that's really allowed them to gel in a quicker fashion. And they're certainly spending every waking hour together these days while we're training in our two-a-days.
I think we could make a fun reality show out of that.
I think we could.
Yeah. Abby, reality for you right now is you've got a pretty exciting couple of weeks ahead. You were invited to play on the under-20 national team. I think it's the FIFA World Cup that's coming up here in a few weeks. A pretty big deal. So what do you make of all this? I mean, is this just kind of normal for you now?
I don't want to say normal because you always want to be caught off guard. But it was really exciting hearing my name to be finalized on the roster, so it was great.
Coach, we had some of the baseball coaches in here the other day, and they were talking about how difficult it is in recruiting, especially for baseball, because you get the best athletes, and then sometimes they go off to the draft, so you don't actually get to have them around. Now, it's obviously a little bit different for soccer, but whenever you get such a talent like Abby, now you're going to miss out on having her for a few weeks in the season. How does that change what you're doing early on?
It doesn't change it at all. We're Abby's biggest fan. We're looking forward to the U.S. having a tremendous amount of success. There is nothing within Abby's experience that isn't going to benefit the University of Texas. And as the Olympics right now, all of us are engulfed with the Olympics. That is a true testament to there's nothing more special for an athlete at the highest level than to represent your country. And I'm just so grateful that Abby has this opportunity to experience that at the highest stage. And then we're going to implement her into training and then into the games. And it's just going to be reading her pulse and where she is.
Well, Abby, we are so proud to have you representing our country and the University of Texas. Make sure you come back and see us when you get back. I'm sure you're going to have some good stories. And, Coach, we're really excited about this season. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.